And looks like we're up. So, welcome to today's tasting, ladies and gentlemen. We've been doing ranges recently, and we're going to continue on with a brand new range. In fact, it's a range that will be coming in next week for us, which will be just after Easter, which is Mount Adam. So, Mount Adam is actually found in High Eden Valley. So, when you're talking about Barossa Valley, which is, so you have Australia, South Australia is the state, then you have Eden Valley, you have Barossa, the Barossa GI, Barossa Geographic Indicator. Inside Barossa, you've got different areas like the Barossa Valley floor, which is broken up into Marananga, Western Ridge, Greenock, a whole bunch of other ones in there. But then you've got Eden Valley, and Eden Valley is actually in two parts. So you've got Eden Valley, which is about 480 metres, up to High Eden Valley, which I believe sits at about 550 metres. High Eden Valley is where we're going to find Mount Adam wines. There's not many, it's not a big area up there, but you get some pretty good juice and booze coming from up there. So we're going to have a look at what Mount Adam does. They've got a 1,000-acre property, and it is all estate fruit. So in other words, they don't buy in. Now this is essentially their entry level. I think this is their Mount Adam 550 Chardonnay, so 550 metres, that was the height. This is their 550 metre Chardonnay. So
when you say there's not a lot up there,
not as in like not a lot of wineries up there.
but then you say 1,000-acre
They've got
property, it's
yeah, 1,000 acres. Yeah, it's large. They own most of it, honestly. Huge area.
I think the bloke said they run grapes on half of it and cattle on the other.
So there's about 500 acres of grape, under grape vine, and the rest is all Black Angus. So, right, let's have a look. Very light on the flavour palette, but it's got some really nice sort of peach, white peach particularly, and it's got the lovely vanilla in the back there. Yeah,
it's very lightly oak too. This should be older oak.
Yeah, definitely older oak. I mean, this is a wine that we'll be selling for about $20, so this isn't going to be a big buttery Chardonnay. But for $20, that
Great.
Chardonnay, that's an excellent Chardonnay. It's delightful, and it's got a nice persistence. It doesn't finish quickly. It's got a bit of texture. That's actually really lovely. I quite like that.
Just a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, yes.
Hang
In
around.
balance at that.
Still got good acidity.
Yeah. So that higher area in Eden Valley will get a greater acidity because it's cooler. It'll also have a lot longer ripening period, which means that the wines shouldn't be stilted. So in a really hot climate on the valley floor, for example, you might get big fruit, bit of nothing. Then you get the winemaking structure. So it's usually separated out, and you can tell it's really like hot environments particularly will be lots of fruit up front, and then the acidity won't be enough generally to balance it off really well, and the alcohol is generally going to be quite high. In the cooler, longer ripening period, you're going to get more flavours turning up, but they're lighter and they're more complex, so they're actually going to weave in amongst each other. So they're a bit more integrated into that. And that's what I'm finding in this. It's quite lovely. Now, I'll be intrigued to see what the Shiraz is like, because, let's face it, Barossa Valley is known for Shiraz. Eden Valley is known for its darker style Shiraz. High Eden Valley. High Eden Valley. Again, probably should be fairly dark, fruited style Shiraz, with mocha in the back. Oh, good nose. Oh,
Definitely dark.
yeah, it's definitely, well, that colour on that's amazing. Yep, lots of those really dark fruits, dark and blue fruits. So yeah, you've got a bit of that blueberry sort of notes in there as well. Acidity is a higher one, but the velvety texture is quite lovely. It's got that really lovely velvet texture over the palate. And in the back there, whilst not actually being that really chocolatey mocha that we see from a bit lower down in Eden Valley, but it's certainly got those coffee notes, so that sort of that.
That's a right at the very back, right?
Yeah.
It's in the persistent part of it.
Yeah,
You get
definitely.
those subtle hints of it.
$20.
Yeah, $20 is $20. Well, you know,
But you just make a bet.
yeah, no. With fuel though, it's probably $50, you
You
know.
know, if you've got to pick it up.
Yeah.
We do deliver.
Yeah, that'll probably have to go up too. Jeez. Mm. That's really lovely. I like that. The depth of flavour in that is really, really good. That's got, and it's not jammy fruits. It's not, you know, just black fruits or just blue fruits. There's actual, with some little bit of herbal notes in there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost like a little bit of thyme in there. It's quite lovely. Yeah, me like it a lot. That's really good. Yeah, I really like it. You know, especially as a lot of the winemakers are making things that are of a lighter and lighter style. Something that just punches straight in your face with, you know, black
This
fruits and
has
blue
got
fruits.
that huge, on the nose, it's huge fruits and
Yeah.
more reserved and
In the
delicate,
colour.
I guess, on colour.
I'll put it this way, I'm quite happy to drink it, that's lovely.
It's lovely to drink that one.
The persistence though, it's still going, but it is just those really sort of coffee and slight chocolatey note in the back there. Really lovely, I like it. So Dan, you like Cabernet. What do you like about Cabernet?
Lemons.
Cabernet.
I like the grippiness of Cabernet.
Mm.
As long as it's balanced, of course,
Mhm.
still, but yeah, I like that chalkiness about Cabernet.
Yep.
Um,
Which is probably why you're not a huge lover of one of the Barossa Cabernets. It's not really chalky.
Yeah, they're a lot lighter. The tannins in them always seem a lot lighter than that.
Yeah, a lot more rounded, a lot softer, and the juicy fruit has a tendency to be the dominating factor in it. So, hi Eden, this is going to be. Oh. Oh, you're going to learn to drink at some point, haven't you? One day you'll grow up. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Yes. Yeah, I do that too occasionally.
Lie to me, Pinocchio.
Tell me again. Yes, Cinderella.
Yeah.
There we go. So this is the Cabernet, 550 Cabernet. So, and on that nose, that is screams Cabernet. Actually, it screams Cabernet right in your face. So, yeah, that's a punch in the face Cabernet, that one. The nose on that is just straight out blackberry.
Yeah.
100% blackberry. Not really rounded blackberry, right in your, you know, that really prickly sort of fruit blackberry. Where that one was a bit more milky, or a bit, you know, softer on the palate. This is a sort of a much chalkier tannin to it, like a much chalkier tannin. Still, it's blackberry. It's got, I'd say there's some herbal notes in there too. I wouldn't say eucalypt or mint, which is what the classic you sort of hear from it, but
No,
it's got those sort
that's
of.
the danker rub.
Oh yeah, it might be that too. Yeah, actually, yes, I smell eucalypt. That's lovely. But the tannins in that, I really love it. In fact, the funny part is, the acidity is higher than I've had from Barossa before. But the nose, it just smells like it blind tasted. I need to pull out a Coonawarra Cabernet because this literally smells very Coonawarra-like.
Doesn't have the pepperiness.
It doesn't have the pepperiness of Coonawarra, but it does actually have those chalkier tannins. Although I think the tannins in the Coonawarrans are a lot chalkier than this. We're looking at this in isolation. So I reckon. Yeah.
This you go.
No, that probably would be slightly different. But I mean, it looks and tastes like Cabernet. Can't deny that. And
That's good. It's on the bottle.
well, that's lucky.
Be sad.
The aftertaste, if you breathe in, after you let it like sit out of your mouth, like swallow, just breathe in, I get a little bit of mint then.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I do get it.
there you go. So it does actually have mint to it. Correct. I'd say I really like those, and in fact that's why we're arranging them. I guess
$20.
$20 is $20.
Oh.
Can't beat that.
Bargains?
Yeah, I think that's really good. So I have to say, yay for Mount Adam. What's the
Did
22?
he say anything about the label or what's with the...
Well, okay, so the nickname for the high area of Eden is generally Eagle's Nest or Eagle's Eyrie. And I think that's what this is. It kind of looks like an eagle on top of a mountain.
Looks like an eagle.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too far as saying I'm not particularly on the ornithologist by saying exactly what eagle it
Maybe
is.
it's
He's born a thought.
Eagle, peacock mix going
Yeah,
on.
it's something.
It's one of those Egyptian eagles.
Yeah.
Ah,
You can
yes.
tell by the pyramid. Guy.
Yeah, the pyramid. That could be the mount even.
Oh,
Anyway, I think that's a nice little tasting. I really enjoy those wines. We've got them in store as of next week. So,
we
well,
may even be able to tell you next week what the story is behind that.
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
not correctly.
Oh, let's have a look at the back here. It says family owned, operated at 550 metres above sea level. Some of the highest in Barossa, and then it's a bit of a dark plums, berries, and the palate. Anyway, I think if you want to know any more about the back of the bottle, buy one.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, Isabi.
Oh, Mount Adam.
Yeah, Adam. Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
Don't mount me.
That's actually a verb.
Don't Mount Adam.
Okay.